Hey, I'm sitting here in Maui, and I've had a lot of you guys reach out to me online and ask me because you haven't really heard my story. And you've asked me, how does a guy go from being a burnout, stressed out executive for a large technology company working over 90 hours a week to taking 92, now 93 trips in 6 years? And so I thought I'd just share my story real quick. 6 years ago, I had been in the software industry for over 16 years. I was an executive for a large company. We sold multi-million-dollar solutions to Fortune 500 companies, enterprise software. And I was on the road 5 days a week. I have a wife and 3 children. My wife and I have now been married 21 years. And, I never saw my family. And I was not living in congruency. I was not living a life of integrity. And what I mean by that is that if you'd asked me what my what my highest priorities were, I would have said my faith and my family. But I couldn't prove it if you looked at my calendar, because God and my family were getting the scraps, and my company and my clients were getting the very best minutes and hours and days and weeks of my life. And so, 6 years ago, a guy insisted that I take a look at something, and I didn't really want to see it. I mean, I was super busy. I was, like I said, working over 90 hours a week, and I was just heads down. I was thinking that this is the American dream. You reach the top of the corporate ladder, you have a big title, you have a big salary, bonus structure, option plan, and that's just the price you pay. You live in the suburbs. But he just insisted, he just kept pounding me, you got to see this idea. And finally I took a look just to get the guy off my back. And when I looked at it, I said, that's a big deal right there. And it's very outside the box. It's not traditional, but we decided to get started with it. And we just gave it everything we had. We worked as hard as people can work. There's no question about it. It wasn't like it was easy. It wasn't get rich quick. We worked our butt off. But what happened was, about 10 months into doing that, all of our bills were getting paid just from that idea. And from there I decided to retire. And so in the last 5 years, it's been absolutely incredible. We've become totally financially free. We don't make any decisions based on time or money. And we live a very uncommon life. I meet people from all backgrounds, and people sometimes say, well, there's people who make more money than you. Yeah, there's tons of them. There's millions of people who make more money than I do. But do people have more time than I do? Do people have more freedom than I do? How many people have total time and total money freedom? And the answer to that is very, very few. I mean, I'm not a trust fund baby. I wasn't born wealthy. I was born poor. And the only people I know that they don't have to work and they have way more money than their bills every single month, most of them fit into a very small category. Most people, they have a money bank that's full and their time bank is empty, or their time bank is full and their money bank is empty. Well, both my time and my money bank are full. And what's really awesome is there's a third bank that I did not even know existed, and that's your life experience bank. In the last 5 years, we've traveled all over the world. I'm talking about rocking places. I mean, Israel, Barcelona, Madrid, France, England, Hong Kong, Malaysia, Singapore. I could go on and on. Maui, Jamaica, the Bahamas, you name it, we've done it. And we're just getting started. And so I would just encourage you, I could tell you all the reasons why this has happened for us, but it started with one thing, and that was a level of dissatisfaction. We were dissatisfied with the status quo. We were not willing to settle. We weren't willing to compromise. And that's where it starts. If you have a level of dissatisfaction where you refuse to lower your standards, you refuse to lower your dreams to meet the reality, but instead you decide to raise the reality to meet your dreams, the doors are going to start opening and the opportunities are going to start making themselves available. So, guys, that's my story. Hope that helps. And, anything I can do to help get you to wherever you want to be with your dreams, I'd love to do it, because I'm going to measure my life by one thing, and that's the number of people that I impact. I'd love for that to include you. Talk to you soon.